Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients, isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
And who places these orders?
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
What can you tell me about a certain candy cane?
Candy cane? Everyone speaks about him or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have ever been here?
Are you drunk or something?
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is.
I have to go. Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. Quite a few. Come.
And do they win?
A few.
What is this arena?
It's a place of great people are come.
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. Quite a
And do they win?
A few do.
I imagine...
He's a
How is that?
Apparently,
If that's the case,
he has friends. And the only ones who wanted to...
do you know where I can find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but
I know how to look after myself. As the Mother Cardinal... I must be going.
Next time, then...
Ready to excite the...
I need to get going.
Huh.
Good day.
Welcome.
On what would...
On the quiet.
And
A few.
What is this?
It's a peep.
I must be...
Next.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
May the Enlightened bless you.
So, have you found what you...
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth it. For you? I'm sure...
Here you are.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you.
Look, a new face. Oh, but what? Absolutely not. I am careful, and I have no desire.
Very well. Good.
There are too many of you for me alone, my...
Sorry, madam, but this question might seem a little...
Why? It's mine.
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my...
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back...
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these...
No. Do not say anything to him.
Then I suggest you answer my question.
What would you like?
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very...
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward...
You can't even give me a single...
No. She never takes part in there.
Do you think that an important...
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you?
You're hardly a shining example of...
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've... Admit it, you must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible.
Well, I was able to...
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone. And you've probably never even heard...
I know very well who you're referring to.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh?
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation. This woman in the green coat. Could you tell me...
She always hides her face. Then she disappears into a little office.
I see. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy?
Everyone does.
Have you ever spotted him at the...
In all honesty, I wouldn't...
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is.
I'm looking for a woman who comes in.
Yes. All I know is that I've seen a steward of the palace.
I have to go. Good day.
Welcome. You in?
I'm looking for someone. A woman wearing a big...
Yeah, I know. She comes in, especially...
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect...
No, and I can't really...
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the...
What?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the... Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake. What if I were to spread it around town that you both...
That's enough! All right, all right.
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know...
I have no idea.
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time.
Do you think she's plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his...
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are a blessing from the Enlightened. We supply the Mother Cardinal herself.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Good day.
Kane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Candy Cane is not here. At At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later. Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
De Sardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
What did you think of your brother?
I have, and I found...
Not all brothers are alike.
Indeed, thank you for your help. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
I'm sorry. I don't have time to talk.
Yori, I have never seen a Renaikse on Olmanawi.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in the...
Thank you. Desade.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may...
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets... If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also... You should find her a bit further in the village, with her
Who are the suspects of this?
The heretical brutes of the village. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by...
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives... They are so naive. Either way, I am certain...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablets?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they're behind all this.
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our...
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me...
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is...
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken a task that serious. If I remember correctly, it was...
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are... Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. Or it could have been vengeance by those who...
Well, thank you for these pieces.
I am the one who should be thankful.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis... Are you one of the theologians?
Yes. And then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in... They were afraid we might change. And there were even more protests once we started talking about... I suppose they thought we would destroy all...
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with this... But we stood our ground. And when the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things...
Thank you. This information will... Thank you. I will let you work. Greetings. Desarde. I am handling the
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the...
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear...
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal...
I have no idea.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really.
Well, sister...
Of course. But all that matters to us is that...
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here. And the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them.
They are the ones who led you...
Well, we conducted the some inhabitants.
Well, thank you.
As you wish. But there were witnesses to the discovery.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions to keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenie...
I was not expecting a theologian to... Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. I joined Sister Eugenie. We arrived straight from... Once we were here, we must bring...
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you...
I may be under the command. Our mission is to banish... The island belongs to Saint Matthias.
If your superiors to me... I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
The Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt... How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain... They were very reluctant to give us any answer. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants the warriors. And marked. And it has proved nothing but a blessing. I would like to go back to work now.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye. Father.
I'm glad to see...
Tell me about how you created this...
We did not create it. The islanders called it... We saw it as a... And everything here fit that... So, we decided to...
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate, and if he came here and managed to convert by living side by side with them.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially
left.
To other villages, I imagine. Some of their legends.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed?
With some reluctance, there are still, but the other villages.
There are no...
Perfect harmony takes time, but in the meantime, nobody thought we could live side by...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep...
Hello.
Hello.
There are Onol Menawi among... What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden. Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were asking questions. One morning...
The priests told me that they had managed to...
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent. So we let them talk. And now that some of the things...
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
Our Donegad did not want to tell them, but since they violent...
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave?
They did not accept the presence of the... They even asked them. So, I asked for peace.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaig's sake, but men, perhaps.
I have to go.
Lord.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So, the thieves only had to take the key...
It's very likely that that's what happened. But someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the...
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
We know they must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to... He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the research...
You have returned on Almanawi. Do you need something else?
I think I know who stole the tablet.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave.
You may be right, but...
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached...
You're probably right. I do not want to... I think the name...
If she's helping the priest...
Her son is... If you go talk to her, please.
I have no intention of hurting her. I have to go.
Likes.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bertir Tumad. Yes, that is me.
What can you tell me about Lair? Your
He is a man of blood. I think he almost speak.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the...
No.
There's no point in denying it.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Tele... So, if you don't want your...
If you want to take the tant, please.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the...
Do it! What are you doing here?
I'm not here to fight you, but I must retrieve the tablets of Saint Matthias.
What? How do you know we have them? And how? We will not give them back! We lost our homes and families, so the
I know that you are seeking vengeance, but your mother helped you.
No.
I doubt the Ordo Luminous will care.
Very well. All that's left to do...
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
Don't worry, all is well. I managed to convince him to give me the tablets.
Ad Loredar, I did not believe my son to be so reasonable. You are giving me hope. I will go see him and tell him to find another clan. A place to welcome him.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks.
I am curious to know who is...
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have...
Your indulgence honors you.
A good start would be to keep a better...
Had you respected this view, you settled here without even asking, instead of talking about harm.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We'll make sure to improve things in the future. I would be most grateful if you agreed to...
I might come back at some point, but alas...
Naturally.
Actually, I must go back to my work.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder. In the meantime, here, take this...
Thank you. I hope you're...
Karantz, do you need something?
I've never heard you talk about your father.
He was the Donegad, but this...
What happened to him?
My mother never really... Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you. Ulan, I see that the governor of Hikmet's emissary is already here.
He is. And I am very thankful that you succeeded in organizing this meeting. I am full of hope for the future.
We are very grateful as well, Your Excellency. However, if you could leave us...
Naturally. I hope that you will reach an...